Mr. Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, today I want to ask you the question that has been asked for years, for generations. Are good leaders born or made? Can I get an answer from the room? Brand?
Leaders are made.
Leaders are made, but they're not born.
No.
Okay, they don't, okay. So they just come from heaven. Any other answer?
I think they are both.
They are both. You think you are both. Okay. Thank you.
Born first and then you are
They are
made.
born first and then they are made. That's another view. We have two views now. Thank you for that. A third view, which is different from the two given. Okay, none. So we all agree with the two views. But let's go through. Oh, Ruth, you have another view.
Some people have inherent leadership skills, but I still think that they need refinement.
Okay. So you agree with Moses. So they're still born with the skills and they still need to be made. Okay, great. Let's go through the slides and see where it takes us. The world today is going through many challenges, and one of the worst challenge facing the world today, a humanitarian crisis, is in Syria. We have a great leader there. His people elected him. They trust, they believe that he is the best leader that they could ever have. There are also other world leaders who believe in his principles, in his ideals. However, on the other hand, there are many other leaders from the rest of the world who feels that he is not the right person to lead Syria today. Therefore, we have a crisis with leadership today. We need to raise great leaders to take this generation to a great world. What did he do wrong? Can we answer that today? Who will answer that? Who would be the best person to lead Syria today, if not him? That is one of the questions I want us to answer today, this morning, as we are sitting here. Dr. Warren Bennis from the University of California says, the people today are overmanaged and underled. If you are leading people in your community, at your church, at your workplace, how do you lead people? Do you prefer to manage them, or would you prefer to lead them? I prefer to lead people. Management is keeping things together, but leadership is breaking the things so that it can move on to the next level. You can manage people, they will remain the same, and things will remain the same. But if you lead people, you can break boundaries and take your company to another level, to a higher level, where it should be tomorrow. We have formal authority and earned authority. Great leaders like Winston Churchill and Abraham Lincoln, they were leaders because they also had the authority. They were given the positions, they had the ranks to lead people. And people had to follow them because he is the boss. Is that where you want to be? Or do you want to be in the next phase of the people who, without any leadership positions, decided to lead, decided to make a change in the world? People like Mother Teresa. She was just a nun, but she believed in something. And what she believed in changed the community where she was working. Martin Luther King Jr. was another person who did not have any formal leadership position. He was not the president, but he believed in a cause, and he got people to follow him. Mahatma Gandhi is another one, also. Believed in something, and he led the people. We have different types of leadership, formal and earned authority. Where would you want to be? Myself, as a manager at my company and also involved with Toastmasters leadership, I prefer to have both. To have a formal position and, most importantly, to have an end authority. People should respect you for what you value, for what you stand for what you believe, and how you lead them. You can be a manager, well, it starts there and it ends there. But if you don't have the leadership that is expected, then people will struggle to follow you. People will struggle to believe in you. But if you have the end authority, people will follow you. They will come to work, even if it is after hours, without claiming overtime. That's when you have the end authority. And these are the great leaders that we need today. Where do you see yourself today as a leader? And where would you rather be? The formal authority, the end authority, or a combination of both? Ruth, you were smiling, I thought you were answering. I always say the person who smiles in the room is the one who has the first answer. Where would you rather be, between the two or a combo of the two?
I would say preferably I'd like people to, or I'd like to have earned authority, because then people follow me because they want to. But sometimes, because leadership isn't always sunshine and roses.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does help to have the formal authority to
Yeah.
back you up.
Okay, to be the boss first. Great, great answer. I agree with that as well. Mohandas Gandhi says, find yourself in the service of others. Now, great leaders believe in servant leadership. Another translation for the Pope of the Catholic Church is the servant of servants. If you want to lead people, then you also have to serve the people you are leading. But what does it mean when we say you need to serve the people you are leading? What do you have to do as a servant leader? Those are a few of the things that we're going to look at through my slides following now, that will tell us what is expected of a servant leader. As a servant leader, firstly, you need to have vision. You need to know where you want to go. Nelson Mandela had a great vision. He believed in a new South Africa where everyone is equal, irrespective of race, color, religion, age, everything, background. He believed in everyone being equal. I was introduced as an area director for Toastmasters for Namibia for this year, and my vision was to start a second area for Namibia. And starting a second area, it means you need to have 8 clubs. And when I took over in assisting B, we had 3 clubs only in Namibia, and today we have 7 clubs. And next week we are going to charter the next club in Windhoek as well. And that will allow us to reach the vision that we had the day we started. Therefore, as a leader, you need to have a clear vision. People need to follow you because of your vision. People shouldn't follow you because of your position, because of who you are, but because of the message that you have for them. And your message must always be driven towards the vision that you have. Great leaders, they live the values that they set. Yesterday afternoon, I took a walk through Swakopmund town. I wanted to have dinner. I went to a local franchise, fast food franchise, and I ordered a loaf, a piece of bread, and it was made on the 19th, and the expiry date was on the 21st, which was yesterday at 3. And when I went there, it was at 6 in the afternoon. I only realized this after eating the bread. After eating the bread, I went to the counter, did not make any noise. I said, I want to speak to the manager. They called the manager and I said, look here, this thing expired 3 hours ago. And he looked at me, he was like, what's the big issue? Then I said, it's a big issue. It expired 3 hours ago. This is customer service. He believed in customer service. He didn't chase me away. He didn't say, come on, you ate the bread already. He said, what can I do? Can I give you a piece of chips? Then you can take it. And then I said, no, you can just give me just a bottle of water, will be fine for tonight. Then he gave me bottled water. But what I want to illustrate is that he places value on customer service. He places value on me coming back. Because if he did not even listen to me or did not give me that cool drink or water to go drink, I would not have come back there again. And in fact, when I stepped in, I told them that 3 weeks ago I was here, and the tables were not really as clean as I would want them to be. And when I sat here today, the tables are not as clean as they should be. And he said, next time, please come back here, show you that the tables will be clean. And you won't have bread that have expired 3 hours ago. So as a leader, leading teams and leading organizations, you need to have the values, and you need to live the values. And the values should be clear to everyone working in your organization and everyone following you. In Toastmasters, we also place this high value on excellence. We want things to be on time, to start on time and to end on time. And we want perfect speeches to be delivered. And we want people to grow. We want a safe environment where people can make mistakes and grow. And these are the values that we live in Toastmasters. And you as a leader need those values. And you need to embody the values so that everyone can see it in you. The way you walk, the way you deal with the customers, and the way you deal with your subordinates. As a leader, you need to have direction. You need to give direction to the people who are following you. You need to set goals that align to your vision. Now, you come to work and the manager or the leader doesn't have goals, and you're just there to do the same things that you did 2 days ago, 2 months ago, and you're just there. It's like, it's so unproductive. As a leader, you need to give the direction to the people who are following you. In Toastmasters, we said that we want a second area for Namibia. We want 8 clubs, and also we want good standing clubs. And we have given direction to the existing clubs so that they can be in good standing towards the end of the year. So as a leader, you need to have clear direction. You need to speak the direction. You need to live that kind of direction that you are telling the people so that they can follow you, even when the weather is not the best weather for the day. A great leader needs to persuade the people follow him who are following him. Now, that used to be one of my weak points, and I believe I have worked on that. I think my colleagues can attest to that I have worked on that. You need to persuade the people who are following you. How do you persuade the people who are following you? You have to be clear with your goals. You have to live the values. The values need to be clear to everyone that are following you. And you have to set goals. And through that, you can persuade them to follow you, even when they don't want to, even when the weather is not the best weather, even when they don't feel like coming to work, but they will still come to work because you persuade them. Many years ago, I used to wonder why people followed someone like Adolf Hitler. He had so many followers. People believed in him. But why did people follow him? Towards the end of the World War, he didn't have any followers at all. But it's because he persuaded people. Today, I admire him just for the skill of persuasion. I admire him because he had direction, he had clear set goals, he believed in what he wanted, and people just followed him. And that is what a great leader do. You need to persuade people to follow you, irrespective of what you want, whether it's right or not. We opened with a picture of President Assad. Why do people still follow him today? Because they believe in what he stands for. And you as a leader, do people believe in what you stand for as a leader? And will they follow you through thick and thin? So you as a leader, you need to persuade the people that are following you. Another key one is support. As a leader, you need to support the people that are following you. You need to give them the tools that they need to do their jobs. If they need to have a computer, give them a computer. If they need to have a recorder, give them a recorder. If they need a venue, help them to get a venue. Support them in whatever they are doing. It's always good to set goals, and you want to do performance appraisals after 3 months, but did you support the people who are following you, the people who you are praising? Did you support them, or did you just leave them to perform? So you need to support your subordinates on a daily basis. Ask them, how can I help you? How can I assist you in achieving your goals? I'm currently serving my second term as an area director for Namibia. And when I served the first term, towards the end of the first term, one of the questions I was asked was, who will take over from you? Who did you develop? Who did you prepare to take over from you? There was no one to take over from me. And that means I failed as a leader. Great leaders are the leaders who prepare people to take over from them. In fact, they say great leaders work themselves out. You become redundant because everyone below you, they know how to do your job. Today, as I'm standing here, I submitted 5 names to the people in South Africa, in Cape Town, to say they should choose one of them to take over from me. I feel I prepared these 5 people to take over from me, and any one of them can take over from me as an area director for Toastmasters in Namibia, and even do greater things than what I have done. At my work, when I go on leave or when I come to Swakopmund, I always give someone the chance to stand in for me. And when I'm going away, I'm always asking them, what are you going to do in my absence? And I want them to tell me something that they don't do every day. And when I come back, I ask them, what did you do? It's not like I'm micromanaging them, but I just want to know, what did they do? How did I prepare them to operate in my absence? They always tell me, a lot of things happened, we missed you. But then I ask them, why did you miss me? Because I want to know, did I prepare them to operate in my absence? And that is what great leaders do. You need to prepare people so that they can take over from you. You need to develop the people who are reporting to you. Appreciation. We need to appreciate the people who are reporting to us, the people who are below us, our subordinates. Just on a daily basis, say thank you. It really means a lot to someone. Sometimes people think that, you are getting a salary at the end of the month. But that's not all. That's not what people need. People just need a tap on the shoulder. Just say thank you. On a daily basis, you need to tell them, thank you. I value you. I appreciate you. You make a difference. Even sometimes you don't agree. But just say it. It really makes a difference. They would really appreciate you as a leader if you appreciate them. You say gratitude is one of the greatest values that you can have. So have gratitude of the people who report to you, the people you are leading. Are great leaders born or made? Without the principles that I've just mentioned in my slides, and others as well, do you think that great leaders are born or made, or both? Who's smiling? B is smiling. Both.
Great leaders are born to be made.
To be made. Great leaders are born to be made. Thank you. Mr. Toastmasters.